What's up, Cappy? This is going to be a love forecast for the second half of April. This is for my Cappy, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus and the cross watchers. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a like, throw me a comment and share. It helps out my channel. If you're new here, I put these out every 2 weeks. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal readings. All the info for that's in the description box of the video. There's a wait for a reading with me, so if you wanted to explore your options, I put a link to Mystic Sense in the description box as well, which is an affiliate company that offers you lots of brilliant psychics and readers at any given time, located all over the world. And if you go through the link I provided, they're going to give you your first 5-minute reading free. And if you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I've put the links to those in the description box as well. Now, Cappy, I'm going to do a person on your mind. How do they feel about you? How do you feel about them? And then the projected potential outcome for the second half of April. The reason why I say potential, guys, is outcomes can do and will shift for you depending on your state, your actions, your inactions, your reactions, your assumptions, your beliefs. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, please do go and look into the law of assumption. This is a channel that incorporates both tarot and law of assumption principles. So essentially, this is a reading based on where you're at. It's a check-in point on the current timeline and the version of a connection that you have selected, a version of you and a version of said specific person and a version of the connection out of infinite that exists at once. And if you want anything to shift, you absolutely can have that shift. So please go and investigate the law. Capricorn, Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Cups, heart versus mind, Capricorn, and Two of Swords, very stuck. So how does this person feel? How does this person feel towards Capricorn as we move through April? It's like heart versus mind and Two of Cups, but there's a soul connection. So there's some kind of a indecision going on or a stagnancy between you and this person. But we have Emperor, Nine of Pentacles, Six of Wands, the Moon, and the Five of Swords in the reverse, Capricorn. So it looks like there's been a bit of a block, maybe some fears or an element of things being very unclear. This person's feeling like there's a lack of clarity here and there's been stress. I did see that Two of Swords while I was channeling, so that can also be where the blindfold's been a bit on, or there's been lack of clarity on the way forward. There's been stress, but they want to come out of stress, and this is actually really nice energy, Capricorn. It looks like this person wants some kind of success with you. You could be dealing with someone who's a boss or a husband or a father figure. Or that could be you. Maybe that's where the stress has been coming from, or issues related to fatherhood, for example. But Nine of Pentacles, Six of Wands. I mean, this situation, this person feels like there's a sense of wanting success, coming out maybe of the dark. If things have been unclear, the Nine of Pentacles is a person that could be very career focused, or they could feel also, Capricorn, that you've been very career focused. Maybe that's where the stress has come from. Five of Swords is also not seeing necessarily eye to eye or not being on the same page, but it looks like this person wants to maybe a sense of wanting to take control of matters, or maybe they've been wanting you to take control of matters, Capricorn. I'm going to get your side of the story. But we've got Nine of Pentacles and Two of Wands. So there is this sense of wanting to make some kind of a plan, but decisions need to be made on the way forward. And I did say there's been clashes, maybe not seeing eye to eye on the way forward. So Two of Wands, crossroads, and in contemplation about the situation, Capricorn. Some of you are at a rest state. We do have High Priestess, and there's that Queen of Swords that I saw while I was shuffling. It's definitely about the mind. It's definitely a lot like you're on this person's mind. They're thinking about you. High Priestess and the Moon, there's a lot that needs to be said. So it seems that things are not clear. Misunderstandings or communication issues. Maybe this goes in and out of silence, Capricorn. Queen of Swords is the truth seeker. You could have a very intuitive bond with this person, but there's been a bit of a wall, Nine of Wands, between the two of you. I've got King of Cups and the Magician card though, Capricorn. On the other hand, they're manifesting you, right? So I do think this person wants success. What's been blocking this situation with the Nine of Wands? Six of Swords is a harsh energy, Capricorn. Not giving you crap, but something here with the Five of Swords and the Queen of Swords. There could be a coldness between you and this person. And I'm not saying what's right or wrong. Maybe that was just, you could have spoken also a truth or cut this person down in some kind of a way, or gone cold because maybe you felt like this person wasn't being completely clear with you or upfront in some kind of a way. The King of Cups is in the upright, Capricorn, so there's actual real love here between you and this person. And as I said that, the Lovers card. So you have a strong soul connection with High Priestess and Lovers card. You know, the Queen of Swords is there looking and saying like choose. So there might be something here around indecision or choices on the way, like maybe indecision on the way forward. The Nine of Pentacles here, Capricorn, is a very single energy. So perhaps it's been somewhere between single and commit, something like that, or not choosing, not deciding. Yeah, Gemini energy, it's like duality. Maybe this person feels that way about you, Capricorn. Now, in the end of the day, guys, when you go investigate law of assumption, everyone is the reflection of your state. They're you pushed out. So whilst you might be making assumptions, this person hasn't decided, you can decide that you want them to choose and decide, okay? So it's like you're on a timeline here where it looks like there's been a lot of maybe confusion, indecision, definitely love, definitely a strong soul connection, but guardedness, Nine of Wands, King of Pentacles in the reverse, lack of commitment. There's issues here to do with loyalty or commitment. Now the Moon card can be secrecy, guys. So for some of you, you feel like this person, or they feel like you haven't been open with them. Again, this is how they feel about you. It's definitely not reached commitment stage or the point where, you know, something within this situation, it's like Capricorn with the Moon, it's been unclear. King of Pentacles in the reverse, also Capricorn, can be like, if it's not about disloyalty, it can be someone that doesn't feel financially stable. So maybe you're dealing with a situation where a person's trying to take control of their finances, or you could be doing that, and that could be a block or a wall here. But the Magician card and the King of Cups, and then there's a Death card in the reverse. So whilst I think that maybe some of you are on pause, or this goes a bit like stop start, or it's unclear on the way forward, the Death card means that there's cycles here, or even if you have taken a step back, it's unfinished. Okay, Capricorn, let's see, it's unfinished, and you could be in a bit of a cold period with this person, Capricorn. Maybe there has been like a disagreement or some coldness. I said that earlier with the Queen of Swords, but they want to come out of the cold and they don't think that this is finished. Okay, so let me take a look at your side of the street, Cappy. Pisces energy, Aries energy, Scorpio energy, Virgo, Gemini. Said Gemini before. So tell me for Capricorn. Star card. Well, Capricorn, you still have hope for this. And then I just saw Queen of Wands. Some of you are just very with or without you by now, though, Capricorn. Maybe you're very focused on you because you feel this person has been a bit indecisive, or maybe you felt like this person wasn't choosing you. Knight of Swords, the communication might have been a bit erratic. Seven of Cups, there's definitely confusion here. There could also be some kind of a feeling of choices. Either you've been keeping your options open, or both of you, Capricorn, or there's other cups in the mix that are confusing the energy. But then there's Nine of Cups, High Priestess in the reverse, Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, Capricorn. So for some of you, right, like Nine of Cups, this person gives you a lot of pleasure and it's sort of a wish for you. You could, though, feel about this person that they're all pleasure and fun, and there's a lack of cooperation here. Three of Pentacles, maybe that's why there was a reaction, okay, to date, and a wall and a block. There could be some kind of a wounding here around secrets. Maybe this person, you know, there's been a lot that's been hidden, or a feeling of that. You've got High Priestess in the reverse, so maybe you discovered something or something came to light, Capricorn, and that's why you're feeling a little bit like this person has been selfish or overindulgent, perhaps. But High Priestess, you have an intuitive bond with this person. The Temperance card, there's been something about timing and patience. Perhaps it's been testing your patience. The Four of Pentacles here is in the reverse. There could be some jealousy issues going on as well. Four of Pentacles in the reverse, shadow of Four of Pentacles. You could feel like well, first of all, if you feel like this person is not choosing, there could be stuff coming up around that where you feel like this person has been more about fun and less about deciding. And Four of Pentacles in the reverse, maybe that provokes a feeling of jealousy. Some of you work with this person, or they're connected to your workplace or your career, but otherwise this is like, you know, there's something here about choosing and maybe secrecy, or things just not being very clear or upfront, right? So as I said to you, it's like maybe it's been more fun but detached in terms of like commitment or anything substantial. Maybe someone, I mean, High Priestess is in the upright here, High Priestess is in the reverse, so maybe there's this sort of, things were hidden but intuitively are known, or something's come to light even while one thinks the other one doesn't know. I hope that makes sense. But Temperance card, like there's been something about patience, patience, patience and timing, and you're not sure whether you want to let it go or hold on. Let's see about this High Priestess in the reverse. King of Swords and Queen of Swords matching one another. Okay, there's a lot here about truth. Now Capricorn, the fact of the matter is King and Queen of Swords are both in the upright and they're a match. So I think you and this person have a good intellectual understanding, and when conversation is good, it flows nicely, and you can be honest with one another. The shadow of the two is when they're not honest, or they're holding back, or they cut each other off, or there could be communication issues because of that Five of Swords. Like you could have gone cold on one another, but you both seem to want to come together and have a conversation and be honest with one another. So Capricorn, this is where, and I've got the Hermit in the reverse, you felt distant from this person, but you want to come out of that distant energy, and you want honesty, and you want truth, and you want a conversation. Maybe you're waiting for this person to do that. Maybe there's an element of them waiting for you to do that, because the Two of Wands, or making some kind of a plan, like this person's been contemplating things. Part of them feels unready, either because of a wound between the two of you, or like, you know, a Five of Swords, and I saw the Knight of Swords while I was shuffling, like some harsh energy between the two of you. Maybe they're making a plan to come forward, but there's an element of maybe fear with the Moon card. But like Capricorn, the truth of the matter is, either way, like I said to you guys, like the way that I read is, this is just like what's really going on in the air right now in your current situation in a snapshot. So I would argue that if this is something that you do want, then you can affirm differently, and you can make new assumptions. Four of Pentacles is insecurity, so something within this situation might be like there's a fear or there's an insecurity. Now, seems to be a lot about lack of clarity, lack of choosing, lack of deciding. So if you feel like that's what this person has done, that they're not choosing and they're not deciding, then we need to change the story. And the way that the law of assumption essentially works is that this person is reflecting back to you a belief, right? So you need to look at the belief about being chosen, being enough, and then step into the identity of the person that is chosen. And then you're going to need to let go of assumptions of said person. So if they've shown up to date not choosing, you're going to need to rewrite and re-script the story and affirm differently. You have this person on their side, how do they feel about you? They actually do feel like you have a very strong connection, and they are trying to manifest you, and they have love for you. So maybe some of you, you've already been doing a bit of your own transformation work. Temperance card is about healing, and maybe some of you have been doing some healing work. Hermit card, you've been in your own soul searching journey. But you know, if you don't want the half and you want the firm choice, then go and check out a little bit more on the law here the law that I've mentioned. There's plenty of coaches online on YouTube, and I say this now every round, like Manifesting with Kimberly, Sammy Ingram, Kim Velez, Dylan James, right? So it's a bit like, it's still at a crossroads, Capricorn, though there's promise here. So two of Wands, Lovers card. So it can always go either way, Capricorn. So if there's a conversation, King and Queen of Swords, and you've been going, say, round and round, Death card, round and round can be a bit that way. You know, if you hold on to old story or version of the connection and everything that's happened to date, and say you go into a conversation with an assumption about said person, which is really just you still sticking to same timeline and version, anchored into old version of self, where say you're not chosen and you're frustrated, well, that's what you're going to get. So it'll make sense when you look into the law. We do have Page of Swords, Four of Swords, so you both have Four of Swords, Capricorn, where you feel like things are at a rest state, you've been in contemplation. Some of you feel like this person spies on you, Page of Swords watches you. Or there could be an element of you both sort of keeping an eye on one another, even when things take a break. Whether that's looking at text messages or online or whatever it is. You both have the moon, but in the reverse. You have it in the reverse. So there's something, Capricorn, about maybe this person feels like they've hidden something, but you've realized that what they think they've hidden, you know it. Do you know what I mean, Capricorn? Like maybe because they've got the High Priestess in the upright and the moon in the upright, which is things that are hidden. And you've got the High Priestess in the reverse with the moon in the reverse. So maybe you're like, well, whatever you think you're hiding is not hidden. I know. You know what I'm saying, Capricorn? Or it could be the other way around. How does this person feel about you? I don't know. It's looking like there's just a lot of this, things need to really, like the air needs to be cleared, and there needs to be honesty and truth. Maybe it's also honesty about feelings. The moon card is also our subconscious blocks. Maybe you've been working through them, Capricorn, Temperance card, moon card, like working through some of your own fears, like insecurities, fears of inadequacy, or fears of not being chosen, or fear of not being enough. Guys, whenever there's also jealousy issues, which then manifests in someone not choosing, like again, guys, if you want a traditional reading, that's totally fine. There's plenty of other readers. I'm going to give you guys my take on it, adopting law of assumption. You have selected out of infinite versions of connection someone that you feel like that there is a strong soul connection with, but they're showing up because you selected version of them that's mirroring to you, like your fear or insecurity here, and a wound maybe, and then their wounded self as well, because they also have moon card and Nine of Wands, and you know, fears maybe around deciding, or fear around commitment, or fear around inadequacy, because Nine of Pentacles as well could be financial issues. King of Pentacles in the reverse also could be about not feeling stable. But whatever their side of the story is, Capricorn, it may be that you are experiencing version or selected version that's confirming a belief that you have a fear about not being enough. Like, and if there has been any secrecy or outside energies, which I didn't really get, Cappy, because I mean, except for that King of Pentacles in the reverse, maybe there has been to date something that has indicated disloyalty, but I'm not picking up third party energy currently, but it might be something that's lingering. And you can like get rid of third parties, guys. Circumstances don't matter. I don't care what anyone says to me. Go and look into the law and you'll understand why. This is like the version that you selected that seems to be confirming some kind of a fear that you have, or an insecurity around not being enough. And that can be changed. And this person can conform and show up differently. They seem to be half-half, Capricorn, so some of you have already been doing that, so points to you. Let me just get some, I've got these broken mirror oracles, these new ones, so let's see what this person's feeling towards you. Yeah, so there's been mind games, immature, analyzing you though. Okay, so maybe there's been some immaturity, like, well, maybe between the two of you, but this person seems to be focused on bossing up. They are analyzing you. There could have been some pettiness, some testing, red flags. Okay, high value though, interesting, unknown caller, stalking, hanging up. You know, Capricorn, I did say there's a feeling maybe about like being watched. So maybe you feel this person watches you, or is always like checking you out, or some of you feel like this person stalks you. I don't know. There's red flags. Again, Capricorn, if this person's showing up like dishonest, I'm not telling anyone to go with anyone shitty. And so, you know, you guys can reject this whole reading, or you can say, I don't want him, or we can, but this is, I'm trying to take this channel away from victim consciousness, guys. Like, red flags. This person could also feel like your red flags, like they could be receiving your energy as well as holding back on mind games. Again, it could be a mirror thing. Lovers card is mirrors. It also could be that you're getting a version of a person anyway, which is more relevant, guys, to take control of, because nothing to change but self. But this person could be coming up like red flags, deception, whether that's not showing feelings or that has in the past been other options. On the other hand, I told you it's like a half-half energy, because we have high value, the Empress. Beautiful, sexy, abundant, confident. And then I have message, communication, conversation, expressing feelings. So how does this person feel towards you in April? That there's a conversation that a lot of you may have the opportunity to have. And it says soul contract, soulmates, partnership, spiritual union, after maybe no contact. So some of you go in and out, or there's been no contact, silent treatment, cut off all contact, communication, and then reconciliation, harmony, resolving issues, getting back together. Now, as I said to you, Capricorn, things can always go either way. It just depends. If you stay anchored into old story and old version, right, then there can be the comeback round, but it goes round and round. So it'll make sense when you investigate the law, guys, but unfortunately, you know, it sounds controversial, but if you take accountability, like full accountability, that you're the operant power and everyone's you pushed out, and the version that you selected, if it's undesirable, fine, no one needs to take someone shitty, but like you can rework that and understand that it was just a belief connected to old self, and you're not carrying that belief with you as you select new version of self, and then that person will come in and mirror to you the version of you, the version that you're selecting that believes that you're chosen, worthy, lovable, no competition, no threat, etc. Or you have someone emotionally available. Capricorn, you could be coming up as emotionally unavailable to this person. Again, this is just one timeline and version of the connection. So guys, take a look, please, at the law. I'll just grab you a romance angel. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. For some of you, there's been a hesitancy around that. Maybe you're from different backgrounds, or there's just differences, because that Five of Swords is clashing. There's differences. On the other hand, you have some kind of a soul connection with this person, and there is something spiritual here. So there's lessons involved. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. There's been a lot of holding back, maybe out of fear, a lot of secrecy, but that's, I think, coming down to wounding, fear of rejection, fear of inadequacy. And you don't need to worry about this person healing, Capricorn. As I said to you, like, no one to change but self. So select new version of self, and then affirm and assume differently of the person. Okay, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life, past life relationships. So there is a strong connection here. You might feel very familiar with this person. This does indicate karmic issues. I don't see karma like other readers. I just feel like you can break your own karmic cycles, death card in the reverse, by changing your thoughts, selecting new version of self, breaking the habit of being old version of self that then has the same experiences, right? Identifies in that way and then has the same experiences show up, right? If everything is reflection of state, then shifting state, shifting identity that doesn't have those beliefs, and therefore it has a different experience. So this person is a strong mirror to you, Cappy. Past life relationship. Then I have wedding. This situation involves marriage. So there's potential here maybe to move forward and have something serious and committed. For some of you, you're dealing, because I had that Emperor card, for some of you, marriage has been in the mix, and maybe that's why things have been at a crossroads. There could be unfinished business. I wasn't picking up necessarily that you're dealing with a situation where either of you are stuck in something. I just feel like it could be remnants of old relationship wounding, or perhaps Capricorn, like, I don't think that you're dealing with someone that's specifically married or you're married. I just feel like this is more like, maybe this has the potential to go that way, but there's old limiting beliefs when it comes to commitments because of unfinished business in terms of releasing wounds and fears around love, if that makes sense. Okay, Capricorn, I'm going to leave it at that, and I hope that it resonated for you. And if so, you can give me a like and a comment, please, and I'll check in with you guys in 2 weeks' time. Lots of love.